and welcome to This Knitty Life. My name is Rachel. I am coming to you from Leeds, West Yorkshire, where I live with my husband Rob, my two children Martha and Theo, my two puppy dogs, my two hamsters, 6 fish, 1 snail. Today is the 8th of July. It is terrific Tuesday off. I'm going to try and do a little podcast. It's been a little bit of a while. I'm not 100%. I've not been very well. So I'm still a bit sniffy and snotty, but I guess I'm aware the longer it goes without podcasting, the more I'm kind of getting a bit anxious about doing it. And I've got lots to show you basically. So I just thought I'd give it a go, even though I'm a bit sniffly and snotty and put minimal makeup on. It'll do. I do have a jumper on, which is insane, but this is my finished object. You can find me here, this_knitty_life on Instagram, and I am Reward on Ravelry. I do keep my projects pretty up to date on Ravelry, and I'm on Instagram all the time. So my finished object is this jumper. First time I've worn it today. This is the Stripes of Joy. It is a Tiff Nealon. This is all in Spectrum Fibre. This is like a neon neps one. This was a bit of a Christmas colourway. All bits out of breath already. Hope this is going to be okay. I've been off work since like last week. Can't shake it off. Anyway, so this is a DK garment. You'll know I've made these lots and lots of times. So yes, I do have quite a few finished objects actually for you because I've been a busy bee. Everything's literally just piled over here. I feel like I've got lots to tell you and I'm going to forget something, but I'm just going to give it a go. Another finished garment is this one, again in Spectrum. This is the one that started as a Tolster and then ended up being a Lento. So you can see the difference in increases there without giving away the secret sauce. Oh, I've lost a nail and I was going to fix that, but never mind. So this is a very much cropped. This orange is called, I've got my fan on. It's called Hawaiian Hibiscus. And then we faded into something, I can't remember the name of, it's over there. I think it was a club colourway, but I did fade them like exactly like they are. Well, they are when they're together. They are faded exactly. So yeah, really pleased with that. It's just a little cropped one. I wanted an orangey jumper for ages. Maybe not quite as orange as I'd kind of had in mind. So yeah, that's that one done too. Another finished object is I finished my hitchhiker, which is Martina Bay. So this is in Ching fibres, in I think it's called Flamingo, some deep stash. I'll even put it on, even though it's hot today. I don't have any finished object pictures of this yet, actually. And I did do it alongside Fran and Helen for the Shawl-a-thon, and then didn't enter anywhere because standard. So, never mind. But it gave me the motivation to do it, so that's good. So yeah, that is too hot to have that on. So we'll take that off. But yeah, gorgeous like little teethies here. Looks really good. I'm really pleased with that. Obviously, I won't draw on too much about the weather because every podcast I've watched. But just to quote everybody else, it hits differently in the UK. It really does. It really does. We've had, since the last podcast, some very, very warm days. And obviously being in a primary school, I'm a teaching assistant at primary school. The school's hot. I really find it hard to regulate my temperature. It makes my anxiety higher. It feels like exacerbates my ADHD symptoms. I feel much more frantic, chaotic. When I'm hot and bothered, I find it much harder to mask, which obviously I've got to do. I don't got to do, but if you want to function, I find it much harder. and I'm obviously much more irritable and things like that. And I kind of hadn't realised how much of a huge impact that does have on me when the heat is particularly high. I've never liked the heat, but I guess I've never really kind of linked the two together and realised how much of a impact the neurodiversity stuff plays. I don't know if that makes any sense, but anyway, right. I've got quite a few acquisitions as well, so I can't remember if I've shown you these or not. So apologies if I have. They've not progressed very much if I have. So I started to make a crochet hexicardie. So I've done them concurrently. This is in Spectrum Fibre 2. So this is how it's looking. Yeah, this was ages ago. I did this weeks ago. So I feel like I can remember doing this and showing you. But anyway, this is how they are. I've got a little bit of green on there. In theory, it's going to be for me, but you know, Martha's asked for one. But yeah, that's coming along nicely. I can't remember what pattern I used. Just hexicardie. There's about a million of them, isn't there? But yeah, really fun. I'm kind of regretting how much orange I used here. So that's the orange I faded into on my other one. Kind of regretting that. But I've done them identical. And yeah, they're coming along nicely. I've not touched them for ages actually. I have done some other crochet though, so I'll show you. Again, I think I might have shown you this, but I might not have. It looks very much like my jumper because it's the same dye. Another Spectrum. So this is the other half of the, I've got one like this in Spectrum and I'm joining them together into a giant granny square and then deciding if I need any more. But this is all in DK Spectrum fibre yarn. But yeah, it's coming out pretty accurate. I do kind of blend in a bit. Yeah, so that's looking good. I think they're about the same size now, depth. I'm just going to rattle through this, aren't I? But then it'll be done. That's the radio. So I have been working on, again, don't know where I was. Don't know where I'm going. Don't know where you're going. My hoodie shawl cardigan. So again, I normally watch the podcast beforehand, but I forgot it was a vlog last time, so it was quite different. But we split for the sleeves when I was in Bristol, and I am just working down the body. I'm not getting hugely far, if I'm perfectly honest. I need to get my finger out and get working on this. So this is the hoodie shawl cardigan, and that is Suzanne Summers. This is in Die Candy. This is this was an exclusive Edinburgh colourway. It's got a really funny name. I can't think what it is. I did manage to find another cake of it because I thought I was going to run out. A little drinky. I got little squishmallows in my cup. It's looking a bit bashed, this cup. I've got Vimto in here because fun fact, when I'm not at work, I don't drink water, like at all. So I had the day off last Thursday. Martha had a little day at high school because she's obviously leaving primary school imminently. So she did it in high school last Thursday. So for some reason I got it in my head that I needed to be off to take her there and pick her up and stuff. I kind of started getting ill on the Tuesday, struggled to work on the Wednesday. Thursday I was really not very well. I managed to get up the street literally to drop her off, and then kind of slept most of the day. Was too unwell to pick her up, and then Friday I had to ring in sick. Slept on and off all day. I can't remember what my point was. Not drinking water. Saturday I was solo with the kids. Sunday we did go out somewhere. I slept all the way. I slept a little bit while we were there. Went to an outdoor swimming pool in Rudding Park, which is like a campsite. Slept at the table under the parasol while they swimming. Slept all the way home. Came home, had a 3-hour nap. That horrible Sunday night anxiety of work, not work. Woke up, still wasn't well. Rang in sick at like 7:15 in the morning. Woke up again at like 11:15. So that's pretty impressive considering when I had a nap the day before on the sofa, anytime I moved and muscled, Martha was like, can we do this? Can we go over here? Can we go to the works? Can you dye my hair? Can you do this? Mummy, can you do this? So I was quite impressed that they did actually leave me alone. But only had a little nap today. Woke up about 8 o'clock-ish because it's my day off. I've had a little nap this morning. but water. So I've got Vimto in it, and Vimto is what I used to have at my granny and granddad's house when I was little, so it smells like them and reminds me of them, which is kind of bittersweet too, isn't it? I did order, because I'm ridiculous, a new water bottle in a vague attempt to drink more water with one of the timey things on. So that'll come tomorrow, so we'll see. But yes, this is coming along nicely, working well. In here, which I do need to get a wriggle on, is, I've not worked on this either, which is my nephew Lennox's jumper. Obviously doesn't need a jumper at the minute. I have got a Wool Warehouse order coming today, another ball of this, because I've only got this much left. I did only order one more ball, so I'm hoping that that'll be enough. I didn't get them when they were reduced, which is annoying. Maybe take that out and put that in a different bag. I do often just have random things in my bags. Today I've, amongst other things, well, minimal things, I have pulled out a Play-Doh drawer, which we had upstairs. The kids don't play with Play-Doh now. They are 11 and 9, but Martha doesn't like the smell of it. So I've been trying to bag it up, so it's everywhere. I have picked up, this is a little grey girl bag. It's one of her big pyramid bags, a little puffin print. A sock. And I've started, I've not even done a cuff. I've just gone for it. And I think my plan is to do like a little tube sock, because I feel like I'm close. Am I really close? I think I probably am. That's better. This is my face. Can't string a sentence together. I always have trouble with heels, so I'm going to go for a tube sock and see what happens. This is Felice yarn. I've had it for donkeys, so it's just like a commercial self-striping, despite having mountains of indie self-striping. Speaking of self-striping, I do have indie, this is Fab Funky Fibres socks. I've got terrible circulation. I found these. I think I finished them and never wore them. So I've had them on today because I always get really cold feet. So yeah, I'm just kind of ploughing down these and seeing kind of how we get on, and if they work as kind of tube socks. But this is the ball of wool. It's really nice. Felice's really soft. I got it years ago. Not when we went to America, but I think a friend went to America. I'm really hot, but I don't want to take my jumper off because my t-shirt's really creased. So I'll just endure. Another little project I've been working on is me and Martha have got a little bee in her bonnet, our bonnet, her bonnet, about having a little bedroom makeover. So we tend to, as if you've been following along before, you'll know that I like to paint. Sorry, snotty. And I painted the whole house before, and I lasted Martha's room coming up to 3 years. It was actually, funnily enough, literally this time in the year as well. And it is really bright orange and green. And now she's moved away from it and she's very kind of like this aesthetic, pastely baby pink, which is annoying because I did have some self-adhesive wallpaper, some dotty stuff, and I pulled it down the other day, and underneath is like her baby walls from when she was a baby. So it's her nursery colour, which was baby pink. And I go, oh, that's perfect. That's annoying. So it's on my agenda to do. We did actually go to Seagulls in Leeds, which is like a paint distribution centre, and they recycle paint actually. So people go and donate paint if they've got half a tin. They go and donate it, and they often mix up colours for a fraction of the price of anywhere else. Me and Martha went to B&Q, and she's like, saw some of the prices, and she's like, this is insane. So we got absolutely tons. I think it was about £50. Got a massive tub of white because it's very green, and got brand new Dulux that she liked. We got lots. We did get lots and lots for the money, and we got rollers and stuff. But I've just been too ill. It's nearly 2 weeks. No, just over a week that we got it. But I've just been too ill to do it, and it's so frustrating because her room is busy, busy, busy. So it needs a big declutter, which I find very hard. She does too. We get very sentimentally attached to things. It's very tricky to get rid of things. But, tangent, I have been crocheting. So I have been making her some bunting. So I initially started off like this. I don't think they are all here. So I initially started off doing a solidy bit and then this. So this yarn is, I binned it all the other day while I cleared the sofa. It's called Haze, like my mum. That's what my dad calls her. It is Yarn Smiths, I think. Is it Yarn Smiths or is it Drops? It's like a funny texture, but I started it with Stylecraft DK because I've got mountains of that, but it just kind of looked whammy. Didn't look very good. So I started it with this. So I've done, I think I've got 3 like this, 3 like this. And then I started to do a bit more like of a granny looking colour. Yes, there was lots of ends. So I might like kind of do, if I use myself as a washing line, like this, and then shake it up like this. And it might just be kind of go around her curtains or something. I also have a beamer bonnet to get. Last summer, literally this month, we bought both of the kids high sleepers, and that's basically like, I don't know if it's obvious what that is, a bed that's really high and they've got a desk and chair stuff underneath. It's really annoying, really annoying. Really annoying to change your sheets, so we just kind of don't. They're helpful, but they've got really, really big bedrooms, so it's not like they need the space, really. You've got a small bedroom, and I think they're ideal, but Martha's up quite a lot in the night, mainly because of the stupid hamster. Ugh. So she's often in and out of bed, up and down the ladder. So I am kind of trying to talk her into, and me into, and Rob into different beds. But then I went through our camera roll, and she's had many different kinds of beds. She's had double bed, she's had cabin bed, she's had mid-sleeper beds, single beds, toddler beds. And he's like, I'm not taking another bed apart, I'm just not doing it. So I'm obviously going to have to rope my dad in and see if he'll come and help me. So that's how they're looking. And then I thought it would be super cute to do some flowers, and these have all scattered. But I did have this slightly pinker colour, plus this nail too. I did have this slightly pinker colour. So look at my attempt. So this was, I started off here. I think I did these off the Attic 24 blog. So this, I don't know if it's called a ditzy flower or something. I've got quite a few of these, but they're all just over there, I think. And Peggy's lying there looking like she's broken her neck. She sleeps like a head funny angle. And then I did this one. And then this one. So I did sew the ends in, but I left a bit of a tail because I thought it would be nice to like have up here and then like string the bunting like that. I have, like I said, there's a wool warehouse order coming today, and I did order like one of the other colours she picked was basically like, no, that's a blue one. All my walls are different colours, so that's grey, that's blue, that's light blue, and then there's like a sagey green over there. It's basically that wall colour. So I've ordered like a turquoisey sagey in this. It's Aran, this one actually, but I think I did use a 4mm hook. So yeah, but I really enjoyed doing that. I did these, I think on my last Tuesday. So what I did is I was following a YouTube tutorial, and I was just kind of getting in a tangle, and because I work on so many things at once, I forget the instructions easy, and I forget instructions easy anyway. So what I did was, in my little paper chase book, I wrote it down how we did it, and then once I kind of had that, I kind of was away. So chain 4, join the round, chain 6, treble into the centre, chain 3, treble into the centre, chain 3, 2 trebles, use that first chain to start, and then so on. But once I wrote it down, it then got stuck in my brain. Like, I've not now done it for nearly a week, because I was umming and ahhing about this wool warehouse order because it started to creep up, and then I was like, oh, it's my sister's birthday in a couple of weeks, maybe I'll make her some bunting. So I've got a bit carried away. So this order's coming today, and it's going to be quite sizable. And then I ordered some cotton as well. So So yes, so yeah, I'm really pleased with how that little pile is. I'm trying to keep them all together vaguely. What else? Oh yes, so as I mentioned, Martha is about to leave primary school next week. She's got to go in on the Monday, which is 21st, which is ridiculous. So obviously leaving primary school altogether, so it's a big deal, completely moving schools. Theo's obviously still remaining there, and he's going to find that tricky because they do see each other. And I'm making a pair of mittens. Upshot is making a pair of mittens for one of her teachers. Well, I've got to do both to her teachers. So this is that one I normally use, the point something mitts. So this is a Kate Celine yarn, just out of Deep Stash. It's a DK pattern. Not got my thumbs in yet. I know this is mad to do this and gift this in this weather, but see, look, my nails are done on this hand and they look pretty. I think they're lifting in the heat. Yep. When did I cast this one? I think I cast this one on quite late last night. So this one's not far off. I just did the increases today. That's my progress from today. So yeah, that's not hugely far off. She has kind of two teachers, ish. But yeah, this one who she loves so much. Yeah, she said, oh, she likes pink. And I was like, is this not a bit too pink? She assures me it's fine. So yeah, I've got quite a bit left. So I was going to do cuffs and stuff, but I just thought I'd do it and then it's done. It's in all in one colour. Slow down, Rachel. So yeah, just had word as well today that 2 of the teachers are retiring from her school. One that's been there 32 years, and she's so fun. Lots of people are scared of her. She has got a big shouty voice, which I don't necessarily approve of, and but she's so she's really hard to explain. She just goes against the grain, like in terms of the head teacher and things like that. Like, she's very experienced and very good. Theo and Martha both thought she was great, but lots of people are scared of her. But she's brilliant, and she's unfortunately retiring. I think she's actually been off quite a long time because she's in the other half of the school, so I don't see her. But I think she's been off quite a long time, mental health wise maybe. So I've not seen her for a long time, but it came out in the newsletter that she's leaving, and as is another guy who's been there probably equally as long. So that's a real shame that we're losing those people. They are retiring rather than leaving, but Martha's teacher was just on a year contract, so she's leaving. It was her first teaching year. It was a tough one. So she's leaving as well, so I might end up making more mittens for them. Yes, so that's what I've been working on. What I did do the other day is I picked up the wrong book because it's got a Martha drawing in it. Honey bear don't care, it says. So what I did was I wrote down everything I'd been working on, because I've been wanting to podcast and then I couldn't quite remember what I was doing. So this in theory is my list for everything I should be talking about, which is the Granny Hexie cardigan, Tolster Tea, got that finished, Tolster Tea Advent. Now I know I put that in the vlog because I just watched the first 30 seconds. I think the problem is I can't find the next colour in the series sequence of the Advent, and that's why it's paused. Hoodie shawl, showed you that. Crochet blanket, showed you that. Felici socks. Oh, I've got one more to go. One more to go. And it's kind of nearly done. So, I don't know if I've shown you this before, but it's been on Instagram plenty. This is a Lento. It's a floofy Lento. So I'm about to start the rib now. So yes, look at this. I do like stripes. So this green is the gorgeous Jade Palace, held with Jade Palace by Beehive Yarns. The pink is a Spectrum pink with Botanical Yarns Floof. The green is a Spectrum green with a Mimian Flory Floof. Oh, the helicopter. This is Floof Fibre, which is coral, and it's got neon nepsin held together with controversially, well not controversially, but not known from them, a flue from Fab Funky Fibres, because they did do solids at one point, and then I've just repeated it down. So yeah, I did the smallest size. I've knit on a 6mm and a 5.5 stitch marker, obviously from Hannah from the Corner of Craft, little bumblebee. So yeah, I'm on to the pink for a rib. It's reasonably long for me, I think. Still haven't decided what length sleeves. Any ideas? Let me know, because I don't know, because it's like floofy and warm, but I do quite like a cardi over a jumper, and then I can layer up at work and things like that. So yeah, love the Lento. I did get a lovely shout out from Ruth Loves to Knit podcast. She's had a little hiatus and she's knit back, just so we know she's alive. And she has started a Lento, and I think she's got many more in her future. But I want to do a solid one in this because I've got a lot of this as well. But they're so fun and easy. I found this, which I'm hoping is the same, and I'm hoping it's not one of my advent colours that I do need. That's the pink for the next bit. So I do need my list. FOs, this one, Hitchhiker, and I've obviously finished the coral one as well, which is nice, and then nearly finished my mittens. But then on the other side of the page, I just went through my Ravelry and I just wrote down my other ones. So I've got my 2 teddy bear jumpers for my niece and nephew, the pink Spectrum Sunshine Colourwork jumper, my Kintra, which is in the Wicked colourways. I did knit an emotional support chicken, and then I couldn't find the safety eyes, so it's knit and not stuffed. And then I bought some safety eyes for my niece's unicorn, and then I've lost the safety eyes, so it's still not done. My Litmus, which is in my Advent colourway, my Advent from Die Candy, that just needs kitchening up, and then that's done. My Jethro cardigan, which is the granny square one, where then you then knit. One I'd completely forgot about, and I'm like, where's the finished object? I thought I'd finished it. Is my Bobbly Lento. So I knit it with the Mimi and Florrie one, and I took it on holiday to Devon, but the sleeves look too wide. So what I need to do is basically try it on and see, actually, are they too wide, or is that just what my body looks like now? So I need to have a little investigate into that. My Winter Doodle, which was a Christmas jumper I started last year. So probably do a bit of Christmas in July on that. My Twist cardigan, which is a rainbow cardigan, Amber O'Brien maybe, that was in Little Grey Girl. My Musselburgh hat, which is just kind of ongoing because I feel like it's just never going to work properly. Die Candy socks, started to do a heel flap and gusset, stole the yarn halfway through. Don't actually like knitting heel flap and gusset for 4-ply because it just takes too long, frankly. My Stripometry, which I have done a bit of progress on, but those rows are long, so that's kind of just been sat. My TPCT, which needs the perfect crop top, which needs ripping back a bit and then blending in. And I know I've found a mini skein of the yarn I need, but I've since lost it. Can't find it again. My Penguono, which has been on the needles for 400 years. I've got some rainbow waffle socks, which I've messed the heel position up. I've done something wrong. Oh man, that one as well. Oh, I've got a new cast on and it's totally different for me as well. It's called the Breeze jumper. Should I go and see if I can find it? Uno momento. Silly me. Silly me. So many new things. So this, I've not worked on for a little bit. This is by Tin Can Knits, and it is the Breeze jumper, Breeze tee. But it's a very different construction for me. But look. Look how different this is. So this is actually the back. You don't need to waffle whatever you're waffling at, Peg. How gorgeous is this? And it's really fun. It is really fun to make, but obviously 4-ply garments, and it's in lace. Totally like out of my comfort zone. Wilma's coming to investigate now too. So this creamy colour is, I think it's called Birthday Cake. This is by Botanical Yarns. I do have it in a floof, which I did plan on using, but I don't think I'm going to. And then I've used a bit of, I don't know, I guess Spectrum. Bryony's Nails Spectrum. Unknown Neon. Deep Stash for something, can't remember. But I'll see if I can get the picture up. But I was really excited about this, but there's just so many things to make, so many things in my brain. Oh, it's an old Ravelry page in terms of it's not being updated. Oh, God, put your face on it. Just do it. Just sign me in. It's 5-2 now. I did go through my Ravelry the other day and updated like the pictures for the most recent things. And I didn't put this one on. Well done, Rachel. I'm hot. Oh, it's not Breeze. It's called Grove. Grove. So the picture is a kiddo. Oh, look, Ginger Twist's done one from Ginger Twist Studios. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Yeah. So it's called Grove. Or Grove, depending on how you want to use your fancy words. So yeah, like that. Yeah, so that's kind of, I say come along nicely. I've not touched this for ages, but it's gorgeous, isn't it? Totally something different for me as well. And what I did really like, I'm just a bit concerned how much I'm trashing the living room. What I did really like was how much you have to concentrate when you're doing it. So I normally have an audiobook on when I'm knitting. Oh, my back's aching now. Everything's still a bit achy. I know. I'll have a squishmallow. Just how much you have to concentrate when you're doing it, I suppose, as well. And it kind of, you can switch your brain off a bit and just focus on what you're doing. Like, I'm all for mindless knit, as you well know. But that was nice to do as well. So, got some patterns and some acquisitions. I forgot about some of these. I got this from Fab Funky Fibres, which is Delightful Nightmare. Oh, Hannah should have got this from Corner of Craft Show. It says delightful. Does she say delightful? I'm sure she does. It's maybe can't do the voice she does. She uses that word a lot. So this is quite a chunky stripe. I did get this one as well, which is, oh, dare I take my thumb? Gummy Babies. Yeah, a gummy baby. Can't tell what it says, but this is a gummy baby one. Yeah, so I got those. I've had those for a little while now. Bit warm, Rachel. Oh, there's a flower. I'm never going to tidy all this up because I've got all this Play-Doh stuff to do. I'm a little bit behind on showing you my club colourways from Spectrum, so I'll show those now. So this is April's. So this is one of my favourite yarns ever on the planet. It's Rainbow Aura Quartz. So this is it on 4-ply. So we did have a little mix up and she sent me this one by mistake. But I also now subscribe to the minis. So I got the minis too. Whoa. Because if you do it, if you do a subscription, I think these are £16, but if you do a subscription, it makes it like £13.50 or something. So I got these. So they do look a little, like that does look a little bit darker than this. But because I messaged her and I said, oh, like it's fine, I love it. But just to let you know, I do normally get the big one on DK. So in the next month, she very kindly sent it on DK. So it does just show you how kind of wildly different. Well, are they wildly different? Am I being dramatic? So this is the DK one. But a speckle still take very, very well. So yeah, this is dreamy. So yeah, that was April. So we've not had June yet. I get a bit confused where we are because they kind of come at different times, and now I'm paying for Advent as well. It's been a difficult month. That I get this subscription, and then I've had to pay an instalment for 2 separate big Advents. Anyway, this is May. So this is May. So this is the colour. So you get one of these colour cards, and that is Cairo Praise. I don't know. And this is the colour. So this is how it's come out. She started to do this, which is a bit different, which is quite nice. Then you can distinguish them easier, I suppose. So this is a bit dreamy, isn't it? Look at this greeny colour. Gorgeous. And then, like I said, I get the minis too. Come on, Tangled. Not quite sure why I really get the minis, because I've got a lot of her yarn. In theory, I should probably get DK minis because I use them more. And but her base is different. So this is a full skein, but and this is 100% superwash merino, but I don't think they do it on the minis. So when I've had it in the past, the minis are different. They're like floofier, thicker, woollier. But yeah, so that one's May, so June I guess should be imminent, given it's July. Yeah, so they're my purchases. I did get, pattern wise, I bought that Grove, so it's Grove t-shirt by Tin Can Knits. And I got a few things. This one, which is by James Makes Yarn. It's the My Frayed neckerchief, so you might have seen this on his socials. I did purchase this. I do want that yarn though. He did have an update recently, but that yarn was not in it. So I'm planning on making that. That's 1DK. Look at this. 1DK. I have printed it out. I'll just give away the secret sauce. And the pattern is really pretty. But can you see in the background there's like a squiggly wiggly pattern in the background, which is gorgeous on a tablet and stuff, but I imagine if you're trying to go sparingly on ink, that would be an issue. We do the subscription for ink, so it's not really a problem for us, but just something to think about. Yeah, so that one. And I did also copy Hannah, and she made some little neckerchiefs for her friend. So I either bought or downloaded, if it was free, I can't remember, that pattern as well, which is called Knitting Badge Neckerchief. It looks like a little brownie thing that you'd have in the brownies. Yeah, I don't actually know how much I would wear it. Oh, it's a free download. But it was cute. And I just thought, you know, when you just want a little easy win, I thought it would be cute. See some of the other ones. Yeah, like this looks cute with her top. Yeah, there are some really cute ones. So yeah, that's what I've been purchasing. Other than, yeah, paying, I've got James Makes Yarn Advent, so I've just paid for that. I've paid for the Spectrum Spectrum Advent this month and the club. So there, that was spendy. And then I'm not sure how Die Candy does it, but hers ends up only being £13 a month, which is nice because the others are 40, 38, 35. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's knitting wise what's going on. Obviously I sprinkle chatter into it as I go, but yeah, the main thing being the huge colossal thing is Martha leaving high school, leaving primary school. She did have a little go she went for a SEND session. She's ADHD. She went for a SEND session the other week, but she said, we're just playing Wordle. And I kind of got the sense that they were just trying to get to grips with who they're getting, because we know that it's a spectrum and it ranges hugely in terms of what their needs are. And she said that was fine, but I just played Wordle. But when she went last week, they kind of got put, I think, potentially in form groups, and she wasn't with a bestie, so it caused quite a lot of, without going into it too much, because bless her, I don't want to embarrass her or anything, but you know, very big emotional upheaval. Like, transitions are hard, new people, new routine, new uniforms, being the big kids and then being the tiniest kids, and she is a diddy kid. It's going to be a lot. And she had a lot of feelings when she came back, which gave me a lot of feelings. And yeah, I'm quite anxious about September, and obviously I'm in a new class in September without my emotional support buddy as well. And a banana. So we all need to kind of give ourselves a little bit of grace and see how we manage and see how we get on, and hopefully we'll be okay and we'll make it out the other end. Yeah, Theo is going into year 5, so he's got 2 years left of primary school. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Obviously, because I work in school, I have got the holidays off. We break up next Friday, which is the day after Rob's birthday. On Rob's birthday, we have a leaving assembly for year 6, and then something else on that day, and then it's their disco. And I say disco and not prom because I've seen pictures already of people's like primary school prom, and it's like, where did they get the budget from? Like, we don't have a PTA in my kids' school because I was the PTA and then I got a job and I got too busy. But they're having like a bit of a disco and fish and chips. But that's also on his birthday. And then the next day I'm at school, and that's her last formal day. And on the Monday she's got like the bring groups in. So she's got like, it's called Sensible Circus, or like play days for some strange reason. That's what they do on the 21st. So yeah, in terms of podcasts in the summer, I'll obviously do my best here, there and everywhere where I can. Maybe a bit more of a vloggy style. That seemed to go down quite well last time. I do probably have some little bits of vlog to smatter in here and there, actually. I know I recorded some a couple of weeks ago I was blocking something. Can't remember what I was blocking. I was doing something. So I'll add that here, there and everywhere. But I'll do it when I can. I'll certainly not drop off the planet because it just makes it worse for me, really. We don't have any grand plans over the summer as far as I know. Rob bizarrely did say, should we have a mini break? As in like a foreign one. We've not been abroad since Martha started school. Because, you know, it's £1 million. And certainly we've not been away since our honeymoon in 2012 alone or on an aeroplane. So we thought maybe Italy. Anyone been to Italy? Anyway, right, let me know what you're knitting on. I am managing to knit. We're due to get warm again the back end of the week, but I just don't go, when I get in from work, don't go outside, sit in front of my fan and just try my best to hide from it. I wear a neck fan quite a lot. Tend not to wear woolly jumpers. But let me know what you're knitting on. Have you started any summer knits? Is it too late for summer knits? Lots of people seem to be knitting vest tops. Not my jam. They're cute, just not my jam, I don't think. But this crochet bunting business, I'm enjoying that. If you've got any like fun tutorials or something like that, I saw Little Drops of Wonderful, is it? I know she's got 2 channels. She did a summer crochet vlog thing the other day that was good, and there was some twirly whirly things. They looked fun. I'd like to make some of those. Maybe with my yarn, my cotton that comes. But yeah, I'm going to go and nip to Asda now because I need to pick up a bed sheet. I did nearly pass out on the school run yesterday, so I do need to go steady. It was quite scary. And I drove. And it's literally like down the drive. So maybe I should have done that earlier. Anyway, waffling. If you've made it this far, please can you leave a sunshine, because it is sunshiny. Whether we like it or we don't like it, that is what the weather is doing. Apart from when it was, I say hysterically raining, that's the wrong word. Torrentially raining. Sending love to lots and lots of places around this big bad world. There's lots of big bad things happening of late, and you are all of my thoughts. And try and keep yourself sane. Look at the sky, look at the trees, touch the grass. Anything you can do to keep you grounded, regulated, anything like that. I hope you appreciate the colossal mess I have made. It's a big mess. Thank you very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. And you can like and just subscribe. I'd like to kind of get that little number. It keeps on going down. I'm like, why have people not subscribed? And it's an odd number, and I like an even number. So if you can keep me on an even number the whole time, that would be super, please. Thanks very much.